Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. On Friday night, we're doing a live stream. What the heck is that about? Welcome, everybody. It's really good to see you. Hey, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to. This is not any kind of ridiculous emergency stream or anything like that. I'm simply making up for the fact that I did not stream on Hump Day Wednesday, which we always stream on Wednesdays. I've been very busy. I'm not going to talk very much tonight. I know we've got dirt to get to, and we're going to get to it real fast. I'm going to save all the chit chat and catching up for tomorrow's live stream. But I just have to tell you, hello to Jan on the Lamb and Valentine on my mods, on my alerts. Fluffy was first. Jace is here, says, hey, Pookies, get your damn hydration. You're going to need it for tonight. Jan says, how's the Snork Fest? Snork is probably just landing at home now. I've been very busy the last couple days. I had my mod, Mr. Snork, was here, and one of my subscribers, Richard, is here leaving tomorrow. And we've been running around the city, and we went to see Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins last night. So I've been very busy, having a lot of fun, while Amber hasn't been having as much fun. Yeah, the snorkeling has come to an end, but the paginning is coming in a week, so, you know. But I'll talk about all that stuff. I had a great time, and I'm going to... I'll tell you the highlights, and we'll have some giggles tomorrow. But I know we're all really anxious to get to, and I know I've been absent through most of this drama, and I'll tell you, I was not. Kate says in Toronto, yeah, Kate, it's stinking. I felt so sorry for Richard and Snork because we couldn't walk around and look at it as much as I wanted to yesterday because it was like sickeningly humid. It was really grossly humid. So, yeah, we didn't get to do as much. But, hey, Boomer Sooner, baby's been alert for a year. Hey, congratulations, 1 year. All right. Love that. Love that. So, like I was saying, I was kind of really happy that I was too busy on Wednesday. I got tied up at the care home, and then Snork was arriving. And, real life takes precedence over, certainly, the stranger on the internet that I don't know. There's a theme for you for tonight. I also had to say, Lucy, yes, we have our emotional support animals ready. Rio's changed his title for tonight. He understands how important it is. And I have tea, not coffee, because I think we all need to calm. Kaza says, love the lipstick, and I'm only repeating that not because I care about the compliment, because I'm going to tell you once again, if this is from Tater Rounds Beauty, which is one of our subscribers, has an Etsy shop. They've posted it in our Discord. This particular color is called Fading Kiss, but all of their stuff is fantastic. I got to tell you, Tater makes beautiful skincare products and makeup and great colors, and I think nail polishes too. I don't know, but you got to go check out their Etsy shop. The stuff is great. There's the bow. He's going to turn around now. He doesn't even want to talk about it tonight. He's like, I don't know why you guys even want to talk about this stuff. Thank you, Ella, for dropping. It's Marshmallow Sins in the Discord, I believe. If I remember. You got the emotional support rats ready. We have all our beverages ready. If you need a nice pillow, if you don't have an animal. Like, where do we even start with this? Like, half of it's so old tea now. So I thought what we would do is kind of catch up to the end. Ingeborg says, I was promised snorking time. Thank you for the super chat, Ingeborg. I'm sorry. Given the climate of the internet, both Snork and Richard felt very strongly about staying off camera. And I respect that. People have jobs and lives and things that they don't, they just don't need to be dragged into any of this stuff. So Coffee says no coffee. Merc, I'm offended. Thank you for the super chat, Coffee. No, I can't deal with coffee right now. It's all too stressful. Nikki has emotional support weed. Well, 420, of course. It just goes without saying. Yeah, they just felt best to, not that we're important to anybody right now. Thank God. It's really nice to not be part of any of the drama. God love it. God, I'm so happy. I can tell you. But I just think it's better, for them to not be on camera. So I do have some footage. We will do a vlog, and you see lots of feet and knees. So that's what we did. We gave them the flood treatment. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. We got to talk about AMBERLYNN. Where are we going to start? So I decided the best place, not whatever best, I don't know what that means. Where we're going to start tonight is I thought we'd look at her live stream response, because yesterday afternoon, before we went to the concert, it was perfect timing. We just sat down. We thought we got like a couple hours to kill. We'll watch a movie or something. It's too hot. We've walked around the city already. And we sat down. We got about 6 minutes into a movie, and boom, there she was, scheduling her live stream or announcing it for 10 minutes or whatever. So we did watch the entire live stream. She wrapped it up exactly at the time when we had to go at the door to the concert, which started at 5:30. But 4 bands anyway. So we had to go. And then there was apparently, this is what happened. Now I'm going to assume you guys are pretty much up to know the shit. Like we know that. Listen, Richard made notes for me. Richard, I don't know if you're watching, but thank you for the notes. We already know that, okay, AMBERLYNN dropped Valentine's real name, Erica. Just Erica. Is this doxing or not? I'm on the fence. I'm of two minds. I don't know. It is just a person's first name. Is that considered doxing? By the letter of the law, probably not. But Amber knows goddamn better. She knows what this community, she knows Kiwi Farm, she knows the environment that she's created around her channel. So yeah, in AMBERLYNN, in Girl World, that might be actually doxing, right? So anyway, we know that she dropped the name. So of course, the industrial, what did we call them? The agricultural industrials from New Zealand got to work with all their tools and put all their minds together, and gosh, they come up with everything. Any AMBERLYNN REID channel who tells you they don't check on Kiwi Farms has got to be maybe telling you a fib, because nobody comes up with, you got to give credit where credit is due. No one comes up with information like the farms. Do I agree with how they do it all the time? Maybe not necessarily, but you know what? Honestly, can't be hypocritical. We all benefit from the tea at the end of the day, right? So yeah. So a lot of people make whole videos based on their own opinions, which are actually just theories from Kiwi Farms. I'm surprised the farmers don't get more upset that all their hard work goes unrecognized, but it's not. So we thank you, farmers, for all your hard work, even though we may not always agree how you get there. So I'm going to assume that most of you have seen stuff. So we started out the week with a big theory that Valentine and Tommy were the same person. I never subscribed to that theory, but a lot of people were really convinced it was true, and it turns out it absolutely wasn't, because AMBERLYNN dropped Erica's name, and then, we got all the dirt. That's all it took, was the first name, picture, we got all the dirt. So, bless the farms, they dug up all the dirt, and because they did, I'm just going to run through this quickly, because I'm going to assume most of you know what we're doing here. Willow Rogers, thank you for the super chat. Willow says, everyone in this situation seems shocked at the consequences of their own actions. Absolutely. I mean, nobody's right here. I would say there's enough asshole for everybody in this situation. That's my opinion, but let's keep going here. So, T-Spilt, we know who Erica is. You guys can fill me in if I miss stuff, because I might be getting stuff wrong. Like I said, I was busy going to concerts and stuff and having a life and fun with friends. I missed some details. There is no victim here. I agree. We'll get into it. There's just so much. God, we're going to be here till midnight. So, oh lordy, it's Jordy was doing a live stream, and in called in Brittany. Who is Brittany, you might ask? Well, Brittany is Valentine's wife. Now, I need a cheat sheet because between the notes and the screen names, I find it all very, very confusing. Jan on the Lamb, thank you for your very generous super chat. Jan says, but we are doing exactly what ALR wants to get the focus off Tommy. Oh, yeah, no, but that's done. Don't worry. This is all distraction, but the distraction worked for a couple days and it's over. Trust me, the tide is turning, but we will get there. Sorry, Ella. Ella says, oh my God, it's already 2 a.m. You're killing me here. Maybe Snork will be home from the airport soon. I'll put her right to work as soon as she gets home. So Valentine and her wife, Erica and Brittany, went live with Jordy and spilled so much tea that it would take 10 years for us to cover it all here. So we're not going to. We're just I'm going to assume that you guys all watched that. I think we streamed it in the Discord. You guys have had to have seen that anyway. So a lot was said. The most important key points were that it was a complete, like, can we call MTV? This is Catfish 101. The story goes, Valentine set out, not Valentine. Valentine, you're finally excused. Can we all apologize to Val? It really wasn't Val all this time. Val, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for putting out that ridiculous theory. Anyway, so Valentine and their wife decided they wanted to troll AMBERLYNN. So they've been fans of AMBERLYNN or hate watching or whatever for 4 years. They know all about Amber. They send her a message and boom, she answers it. And they go, holy crap, she answered in like 5 minutes. What are we going to do with this? Yeah. I don't know if I'd call them poor, Marigold. Poor Erica and Britt thought they would look cool. Oh, yeah. They're still thinking. But this thing is moving like a ridiculously fast. So ridiculously fast. They thought they were going to break open the universe with their big phone call, and they revealed a lot of stuff, but they're assholes too, right? So they decided as a couple they were going to troll her. She answered, so they kept it up. And then as the story goes, somewhere along the way, I guess Brittany got a little disengaged, and Valentine, Erica, got more engaged and actually started to develop real feelings for AMBERLYNN. Now, the extent of those feelings we'll never know. She admits to them. The only person I'll say that is maybe only 96% an asshole would be Erica, because at least she's taking some responsibility for her own actions, which is the only person that's doing this. But taking responsibility for being an asshole doesn't excuse you from being an asshole. It's like saying, oh, I'm really sorry I murdered you. Well, it doesn't change how the situation, you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you take responsibility. It's good. It doesn't really change much. So that's why I say, we'll give her 3% credit for that. So they revealed a whole bunch of stuff. They said, oh, yeah. But the way she answered about sending the Legos, Jordy, by the way, I'm going to put this out here because I'm not a gigantic Jordy fan. I mean, I don't have anything against him. I've just not been a big Jordy fan. I thought he handled that phone call and subsequently Amber's begging to be on a phone call like a champ. Jordy, that interview was so well done. It was on the spot. You had no time to prepare for it. And I mean, you did it very well. You let them speak. You waited for natural breaks in the conversation. You asked great leading questions. I think Jordy did a fantastic job with that. And then if you were watching that, at one point, Alexis, who's Amber's new bestie, ride and die, well, for the last year, Alexis and Amber got on there and go, let us on. We want to talk. They're saying lies. Let us on. And Jordy, to his credit, I think was the best thing he could have done is he said no. And I mean, he wasn't being a pussy. He wasn't at all afraid of confrontation. No way. Jordy had just experienced a football field's dump worth of information in the last 15 minutes of that phone call from them. And then Amber wants to jump in and start nailing stuff. He needed to process what he just took in. Okay. That's a lot of information. And Amber, it's not new for her. She's been living this stuff. It's real easy for her. He needed time to get it. I get it. I think he did like props to Jordy 1,000%. I think he handled it well and he did an exceptional job with that live stream. Because remember, that wasn't planned. They just kind of called, or he called them because they'd been messaging everybody, right? So yeah, I think he did a fantastic job. So I got to give him props for that. And the other thing I was thinking, not letting Amber speak because he wasn't ready and it would have been whatever is great. But as the child of a narcissist, as somebody who has had narcissistic abuse for their entire lives, there couldn't have been a better thing that Jordy could have done to that fucking narc than say, you know what? No, I'm not letting you on my live stream. Remember, she's shining up her crown. She's the queen of girl world. She thinks if she calls, everybody's going to drop their shit and, oh my God, Amber wants to be on my stream. But he didn't. And that's going to piss off a narc worse than anything. So I loved that. Jordy, as a narcissist survivor, I want to thank you for that move because I enjoyed that thoroughly. Thoroughly. Nothing pissed Amber off worse yesterday than not being able to get on that stream. 100%. Or 2 days ago, I guess it was. Things are moving so fast. Paige didn't consider that. Oh, I was like, oh, fuck. That's the best thing he could have done. Best thing he could have done. So that just made her angry. Now, I thoroughly think that if Amber didn't have Alexis, this really strange fangirl turned friendship thing, I don't know what the frig this weird clout chasing weirdo Alexis is all about. But I think that if Amber didn't have Alexis by her side to buoy her confidence, she would be hiding. But she's got Alexis in her ear constantly. And Alexis, she just wants all this attention and shit. So, Paige says, I am Merc's Alexis. Paige, you got to meet Snork. I'm just saying. I told Snork we'll get a place with really good air conditioning in Costa Rica because the three of us would have so much fun in Costa Rica. Anyway, back to Amber. So yeah, Alexis is a bit of an oddball, right? But she's riding hard for Amber. She's making TikToks about what badass girls they are. And she's coming into Jordy's stream and super chatting things about how they're all lying. And like, she's riding hard. I think that Alexis looks like 100,000% a clout chaser to me. You know, maybe she's an actual friend of Amber's at this point, but she's doing it for the clout too, right? Sorry, what am I apologizing to you? You're not washing the shirt. I almost spilled my tea all over myself. So, the day after Erica and Brittany, Valentine and her wife, I have to do this for me, not for you. I can't keep it straight. It's so confusing. Do you guys have AMBERLYNN REID drama fatigue right now? Because I'm telling you, thank God nothing happened today. That's all I got to say. Thank God nothing happened today. We need to breathe. I'm literally spilling tea, Lucy. So after that stream that they did, and I'm going to, like I said, assume that you guys know, I apologize to my shirt. I'm Canadian. I tell you, if I bump into you in the street, I will apologize to you. That's how we roll. Okay, so the girls spilled all their teas, all the many teas that they had to spill. Amber's controlling, Amber's manipulative, and all of it. You guys know it. I can't go over it again. God almighty, save me. So the next day, AMBERLYNN goes live. Now, I should mention, before AMBERLYNN decided to go live, the girls had already said they now have a YouTube channel. Oh, interesting. And boom, just like that, they made enough subscribers, but probably not enough watch hours because they have no content. One thing I think people have forgotten, that you don't need just 1,000 subscribers. You need 4,000 4,000 watch hours. Now, is that possible on one video? Absolutely. Is it likely? Not always. Narc Alert got monetized off one video in 10 days, which is miraculous. TNA2, struggling to get monetized. So, like, it's not easy always. I do think that if they would have uploaded a video on their channel, they would have got enough views from that one video to get monetized, but then they're already, that doesn't make them money. That just gets them to monetization. So then anything after that would be eligible. And what do they have after they spill the tea? Because you know what, girls, you're not Amber. There's a certain point where we don't really care about you. You're not important anymore. We got what we needed from you, and we're done with you now. To be quite honest, we're AMBERLYNN REID people. We're AMBERLYNN REID people. You know what I mean. Jack says watch hours is harder to pull off than it looks. I've been trying on TikTok, and you need at least 1,000 views for every good watch time. Watch hours can be a bitch. Now, they also can be real easy if you get one banger of a video, but if you don't get one banger, it's a haul. A lot of people are a long time before they get monetized. Ingeborg says, Merc didn't thank me for my super chat. Ingeborg? Oh, you forgive me. Thank you. Thank you, Ingy. Where is it? There. There. Do you forgive me for that too? Do I get twice forgiven? You don't have to super chat. Yeah, 4,000 watch hours isn't easy to do. So like I said, they probably, I would say very likely would have gotten monetized off that video, but made no money off it. So they went to Instagram, and I don't know what happened. That didn't work. So they ended up live on Jordy's channel again. I can't imagine that they wouldn't have cut some kind of deal with him, but we'll never know. I'm not going to speculate about that. It's not even important. But it was, might explain why they didn't do it on their own channel. I don't know. So Amber knew they had gone live. Amber tried to get on that stream. Jordy wouldn't let her on. And then in the meantime, they announced they were going to do this other video the next day at 10 p.m. last night. So Amber went live in the afternoon before they went live. So that's what we're going to look at tonight. We're going to try and look at Amber's live stream and then look at their stream with Jordy after that as well. And that's kind of brings us up to date, I think, on the tea. Oh, Ella said in a response on her community tab that she didn't ask Jordy for any money, but I also don't trust a word she says. That's fair. But, so I guess I wasn't the only person that was wondering about that. Honestly, if I was them, I would have. Why let him make all the money off your embarrassing damn story? That doesn't make sense. Get your bag, girls. Get your bag. I think trying to make a channel and become somebody out of this is stupid, but get your bag off your one-hit wonder. Why not? Technical, Mari, oh, is that what they said? They had technical difficulties? Mari says, oh, that's not the one. Although Ethan, yeah, we all agree with Ethan saying that. Mari says, technical difficulties equals not monetized. LOL. Jordy told them during the first live stream. Oh, okay. Whatever. It's all that. I mean, to be honest, that's irrelevant. Paige says, I always ask Merc for money. I told you I already prepaid for breakfast and a Ketos. The fuck? What more do you want? I'm not charging you to stay here next week. A week from Monday. God. Don't distract me. This is difficult. I have to stay focused. Don't distract me with monkeys and comments. I'm old and I was at the rock and roll concert last night. I can not hear anything. What movie is tonight? Starman. Really? I can't even focus on what I'm saying right now. Okay. I do have my headphones on, though. And I did rename Rio, so that's good. The $2,400 tension was real. Yeah, see, I don't know much about that, except I heard that she spent $2,400 on Amber, and then maybe the wife didn't know or something. I don't know. I tried to listen to when I got home from the concert last night. I tried to listen to that stream with Jordy, the one that we're going to look at tonight, and I got through a good chunk of it. But honestly, I got to a point where I thought, my ears are melting. I can't listen to these voices anymore. Is that a lamprey lamp? No, it's what is it, Ella? It's bequeathed to Ella in my will, though. It's anglerfish. It's so cool, eh? The light. It's an anglerfish. It's fantastic. I love lamp. I can say that because I truly love lamp. Like, look at my little Edison bulb up here. My anglerfish over there. My lives. I love lamp. Paige is not sus. Ban, ban, ban. Well, Paige, you're a little sus. The anglerfish lamp is available on Amazon, by the way, and it's not terribly expensive. Go get yourself a fish. Fish it up. Lampreys are the things with far too many teeth in a circle. Yeah, those, they're evil looking. Don't get me thinking about animals. We have to think about this animal. We're all animals. That's not a fat joke. The world is a vampire. You know, can I just say one thing? That concert last night, I saw Smashing Pumpkins on my birthday in like 1983, and it was Pearl Jam opening up for the Smashing Pumpkins, opening up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And it was the first Smashing Pumpkins album, so they were touring with their first album. And then last night, and it was a small concert venue, like 1,200 seats. And then last night I got to see them, like, 35 years later in a 50,000 seat venue, like 35 years later, and they're playing the same songs. I'm telling you, the world is a lamprey. Hey, that live sign was a little pricey, but I got it for a present. My mommy bought it for me. So this woman is named AMBERLYNN Reid, and she's been having some controversies. We're not going to watch all of this because she certainly gets to a point where all she is doing is repeating herself over and over and over and over and over. As she does. Oh, let me check settings. Oh, she does not need... Girl, you don't need to be 720. Let's be real. Volume's up. We're good to go. Can I just say, I've been watching some people streaming lately, and do these people understand that if you schedule your live even 15 minutes in advance, then when you go live, you don't have to sit there like a knob going, anybody in the chat yet? You guys, you're all professional YouTubers. You know how to do this, right? Schedule it. Gives people a chance to get their shit together. They're ready for you. The audience is in their chairs. You don't have to stand up and let people walk by in the row ahead of you. Guys, come on. Schedule even 5-10 minutes in advance. Let's do this. It's nice the audience likes it.
Hi. I don't even know. This is crazy.
Tickle the Pickle says, I love you, Merc and Chat. I'm sorry you don't have to be sorry. Tickle the Pickle, you've got a fantastic username and you're here. And that's all we need. That's all I need from you. Don't be nasty to me. Have a good username and hang out here. That's good for me. That works.
I'm nervous, so I just want to start off by saying that. Is this even working type deal? Press 1 if you see me.
Oh, God, get it together. Okay. Meyer, thank you for the super chat. Meyer says, I hope all alerts had fun concert yesterday. We did. Oh, you saw Taylor Swift in Warsaw, and it was amazing. It's so much fun, but I'm now so out of the loop. I'm telling you, It's been ridiculous. It's never been like this in the Amberverse. And thank you again for the super chat. I'm glad you had a good time at the concert. I was going to say Ella's going to be very jealous that you. Ella's a big Swiftie.
Because everyone's saying, "Where are you?" Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys do see me. Okay.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna wait, obviously, for more people to come in here, so I don't have to like repeat myself, which I do feel like is gonna happen. Obviously,
I gotta highlight this comment because it's exactly how I feel. Horrible, John. Thank you for the comment. John says, "Horrible human being, and those she likes to associate with of late, bottom of the barrel, rotten souls." This is getting to be not fun anymore, dealing with such despicable. I agree with you. I would like nothing more than for you guys to really love the travel content that's coming up, so we don't really have to do this very much. I hate this. I'm telling you, I'm not impressed. We're not digging into dirt. I'm never going to create a hypothesis and make videos about it. There's other channels who do that, and they do it exceptionally well. And if that's the kind of content you like, I support you watching that. It's fun. It's not what I'm going to do. I don't like this world. I don't like these ugly people, their ugly behaviors. It's gone beyond fun. You know, we used to laugh at her for being a selfish narcissist. Now it's just all friggin' ugly and criminal, and it's just not fun anymore. I agree with you 100%.
I have a lot of anxiety.
Anxiety? I don't blame you.
It's a situation.
Okay, I gotta speed her up a bit.
Sorry. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna say I titled. I'm gonna tell you I titled this. You saw the thumbnail. If you didn't pick up on the reference, it says "I am the captain now." Alexis is in her phone or FaceTime or something. So you hear these pings constantly. That's Alexis texting her. She's also sitting on FaceTime watching. Amber, they joke about her being Amber's manager now. They joke about it. And then later on, Amber makes some comment about how Alexis is her handler now, which I kind of laughed at because I call Snork my handler. But I wonder. I think that's exactly what's going on. Here's another thing we were watching. Now, here's a hypothesis. Paige, thank you for the member chat. Paige says, "You are so old and poor, mimas." We were reading, and I think it was Kiwi Farms. Somebody was making some comment about the shower thread. We used to have a shower thread in the Discord. And I guess Mr. Snowflake had posted a picture in there, and they were talking about how all the memas in the Narc Alert Discord were thirsting after Mr. Snowflake's shower picture in our shower thread that he posted. It was funny. So Paige really enjoys being called a mema.
I just want to make it like very clear that like the only.
So yeah, I was gonna say here's a stupid theory which I haven't watched this enough to test it, so I might be completely wrong. So it could be fun though. We were wondering if she might have an ear pod in this ear that's under her hair, with Alexis talking to her, because she goes to push her hair behind her ears and she stops herself. She just grabs her hair and she stops herself each time. So I'm just wondering, we might be totally wrong, but we'll have to see.
Reason why I ever said Erica's name is
Clock
because,
it with me.
A family was being like harassed because people thought like Valentine was someone that she wasn't. And it's like, I know that I promised Erica and Brittany that I would not say Erica's name.
Which family was being harassed? Is she saying Tommy's family was being harassed? I guess they were. There was a lot of information on Kiwi Farms. There's a lot more now today.
And I didn't say Erica's name ever for like a way to get back at her or whatever it is. I wasn't doing it. And like
Vanessa, she was on speakerphone eventually. The vibe I get is that they were like, I need you here for moral support. I need you to be my support. But Alexis is very outspoken and has well, she has a bit of a spine. Amber, someone's got to tell Amber, when when you when your spine is in the shop, you should get a loaner, because it's really hard to operate life without a spine. So right now, Alexis is Amber's spine. And I think that in the beginning, she was just supposed to be there for emotional support, but she wants the clout so badly. She wants to be on camera. She wants to be heard. And by the end, I think she was going, just fucking put me on the camera. Just put me on the stream. I think that's the vibe I got. I might be wrong. Again, like everybody else, I'm speculating, but I prefer to just speculate about these kind of silly things,
Like a malicious way. No, I was doing it to
megawatt,
because I felt like it was the right thing to do. And I just want to start off by saying that. So
oh, okay. Serena says we wouldn't hear the notifications if she had an AirPod in. Good point. But I wonder how many devices she's got going on here, because she seems to be looking at one, but then she also picks up a phone, and she can't be streaming on her camera. She's got to be streaming on a phone. So this girl's got to have at least 2 phones, right? Maybe she's got 2 phones and a tablet or iPod or something. I don't know.
Thank you, Alexis.
2 phones, you guys? iPad, that's the word.
Thank you, Sid, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I just don't even know where to start. This whole thing is I'm literally shocked, actually, because all I did was say Erica's name. That's
Tickle the pickle. Your username makes my heart smile. You don't need to do any more than that. I love silly usernames. We love our lurkers in our community. We love our lurkers. You can lurk our karaoke. You don't have to say anything. I get that a lot of people are shy. It's fine. And you know what? Sometimes eventually, if you lurk long enough, you want to participate and it starts to be fun. So don't you ever worry about not participating. You don't have to. Nobody does.
That's all I did. I didn't share anything else besides the fact that she was married, because that obviously affected me greatly. And I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell half truths. I'm just going to say what it is, even if it makes me look bad.
She says that, and then she, of course, carries on to tell a bunch of half-truths. Bitch, you knew from day dot. Thank you, Aussies. You knew from day dot that woman was married. So don't play bullshit. You didn't know. You knew. They said they knew. If we believe what they said, she knew. And she admits to knowing, but now she's fudging the timeline. It's just exactly, Lucy. This is the first half-truth.
And I'm really anxious. You guys know I have the mental illness. I have multiple. So this has just been a lot. Everything lately has just been a lot. So
Katie's a proud lurker for 15 months. Oh, you're an excellent lurker. You're one of the top-notch lurkers. Thank you so much. I'm proud of you too, because that's top-notch damn lurking skills.
For Erica and her wife to do whatever the hell they're doing. I don't know what this is about. I never doxed Erica. I never said any personal information, nothing. And then just all of a sudden it's they just want to spill everything and say everything. And obviously
they may not have come forward if you hadn't have given out her name and everybody found out who they were and they were getting harassed. Whatever that means, interpret that as you may. They became known to the community because you said her name after you showed her picture. See, I'm getting confused. You said her name, and then Salty Crab found the pictures. And then it was all bets off. And that's you, Amber. That's you. You did that. I may not agree with it being actually technically doxing, but what you did was dox that girl with your actions. In a courtroom, it might not stand up. But like I said in the beginning, you know this community. You cultivated this environment of piss poor behavior because shit rolls downhill, right? So this is what you get.
I listened to all of it.
And quite frankly, I'm amazed this is the first bitch that trolled her like this. I bet you there's been tons of people that tried and she just missed the Instagram DM because she probably gets a lot of DMs. And I'm telling you, the way these girls told this story, it was exactly like I watch every catfish episode. It was exactly like a catfish episode. They decided, oh, this, and you know what? I would never do it because it's not me. I don't even comment on her. Like, I'm not subscribed. I could care less. If I don't like somebody, I don't hate on them. I just ignore them. But, I get it. They're sitting around. They're a couple. They watch AMBERLYNN hate watch together, and they go, let's try and troll her. Wouldn't it be funny to see you guys? I've heard you have these conversations. Now, you don't always mean it, but people talk about it. I wonder if she'd answer. Wouldn't it be funny to troll her? And they tried, and she responded, they said, in under 5 minutes. So they knew, we got her. So they just carried on with the game. It's like a damn catfish episode.
And there are some truths, and obviously there are some lies, things that I'm confused of. Like, why would you lie about certain things? Like, you already look bad. So I just don't understand. Yes, I know a lot of people will be calling me a homewrecker. I get it. Like, homewrecker Lynn. Totally understand.
Snort.
So I guess I can just start now.
Here's the other thing I'm going to say. I don't think she's a home wrecker. I love people. People just love finding terms. People love a label, right? I don't think she's a home wrecker. A married couple decided to troll her together. And one of them got involved, but they were like, she didn't wreck anybody's home. They're still together. There's no wrecking involved here. There was like, it's stupid. You're a shady cunt because you cheat. You had an affair with a married woman. Like, even if you knew that they were married, unless they specifically said to you we're in an open relationship, which I don't think they did. That's a shitty thing to do. That's a really shitty thing to do. How do you do that? I used to know women that Ophelia Hart is a member for 17 months. Thank you. Everyone in this is just weird. And high. I agree. I'm just catching up with the chat a little bit here. I'm telling you. Yeah, Brittany started reaching out in November to reaction channels and stuff. Like, weird ass behavior. Did they say they were in an open relationship? Val says they did say they were in an open relationship. All right. Well, if that's the case, then my comment is completely doesn't matter. I just don't understand how you can date a married person. I don't. Please have more self-respect for yourself. Please. You're worth more than that. Can you imagine? I used to say to my friends, I can't imagine going out with some guy that I'm crazy about, spending the whole night together, and then what's he going to do? Get up out of your bed and get dressed and go home and sleep with his wife? And take care of his wife? Ew. Please, you're worth way more than that. But if it was an open relationship, then fine.
It was back in September. I received a
Marigold, exactly. They invited their home to be wrecked. She didn't instigate this. They catfished her, and they were married, and she knew about it. And they were open about that, whether they're in an open relationship or not. They were open about the fact that they were married. How can she be a homewrecker? Stupid.
From Erica. I guess she saw one of my TikToks on Zachary Michael's channel. And because Zachary Michael was talking about my TikToks, like reacting to them. And in one of them, I said how I didn't have a type, but I really liked mask and possessive women. And Erica saw that TikTok and she messaged me.
I'll tell you, the bulk of this video is just her kind of playing a victim for getting catfished. Like, that's kind of basically her justification for everything, is that she's a poor victim who got catfished, and that Erica Valentine is lying about the extent of emotional attachment. Valentine, it says, you gone? Valentine said, I absolutely got attached, way more attached than I should have. She said, AMBERLYNN is a master manipulator. And I was like, we all know that. She's a narcissist. That's their stock in trade. That's what they do exceptionally well. So we know that. So it doesn't surprise me that things went that way. It's stupid. She's a jerk. They shouldn't have been doing it. They're both weirdos. She's a weirdo. They're all weirdos. They all deserve each other. Go form a throuple and feed each other, for all Christ's sake, at this point. They're all a bunch of disgusting.
And said mask and possessive question mark with like a little double emoji. And you know what? I was single.
Hi, Bumble.
I was like, okay, like literally clicked her Instagram and I was like, definitely my type. Like, cute.
Okay, Amber, you should have clicked that Instagram and looked at that picture of that woman and go, that's a fucking troll. Does she actually think that like attractive, fit, super healthy, athletic people would really be it? Like, she didn't even have a second's thought. Anybody who's online dated, you ever get a message from somebody that's so good looking and you look at it and you go, man, that's not a real person. That's a bullshit catfish for sure. Come on. Like, you know, I know we're not supposed to like judge each other on how we look, but we do. And we all kind of know if you're dating in or out of your league. I hate to say that, but it is a thing. Now, your league could encompass your personality as well as your looks and all kinds of things, but there is kind of a thing, you know? You don't often see a multi-million-dollar rich college-educated man who owns a company dating a street person who has a crack habit. You know, we date with the narcissists, you know. And AMBERLYNN clicked on that picture of that woman who looks like a bloody Marine in top physical condition. And she went, yeah, that's cute. She's my type. Not even thinking for 1 second, why would this girl be attracted to me? You're an idiot.
So I replied. And we started talking and conversation got serious pretty quickly in the sense of like, she told me a lot about like her past and things with her family. And she just opened up to me really quickly.
I'm telling you, like, going off for her either.
Lengthy conversations, like paragraphs of just her just opening up to me. And it made me feel comfortable to do the same. So we became
not just hot flashes, like 38 degrees, friggin' hot as spit in here. You know what? Give me 1 second. You need a little Rio break, and I'm gonna move my fan so it's bigger. Here's Rio. Okay. Wait. There, now we're back, and then we'll do... Oh, that's so much better. Thank you for having the patience with me to move my fan. Crank the fan. Yeah, his ears are twitching because I just cranked the fan up. I moved it a little closer. All right. Let's go. It's going to be a long night.
Friends, I would say. And during that time, I did find out. So some of this is going to be like what I thought at the time was true when I later found out was it true. So the story might get...
I got to say, we streamed this in the Discord, and there's a soundboard in the Discord, so anybody can click a button and make these sounds that I've installed. You have to add them to the soundboard. So we have a few stupid ones, and I got to tell you, normally we don't like the soundboard because people get out of control, and you know, once one person clicks a sound, everybody wants to click a sound, and then all of a sudden you can't hear the video because there's 12 million sounds. But the soundboard last night was so perfectly executed, it was like art. I was like, I need to hire these people to do sound for my live streams. Like the I don't cares and the fart sounds, they were just chef's kiss. They were so perfect, you guys. I was so proud of your soundboard usage yesterday.
Get super confusing. So I just want to say that because there's things that I thought were true that weren't true, etc. So when me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons and that they were in an open marriage.
Doesn't matter. Oh, see, there you. Thank you, Val. You're right.
And that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, like her other partner that she was in a relationship with. So I thought that was like hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's pretty hectic. An open marriage. Okay, everyone does their own thing. Like her wife is in a whole ass other relationship. So Erica said that she can do what she wants. And I never really understood it. I tried to like.
Jace, if I could figure out how to make it work, I tried a while ago with somebody else, and it's very difficult to do with somebody remote. But if we can ever figure it out, I would love a soundboard person because I think that is hilarious. Like like Zach on H3, he's made an art out of doing soundboard for a podcast, right? Erica yapped so much on Jordy, did she? Yeah, I haven't. We're gonna. Good Lord, we're only 7 minutes in. I gotta shut up here. Let's try and get through some of this.
Understand it more and talk more about it. But Erica would always like just be like, me and my wife have an understanding. That was always her like go-to was me and my wife have an understanding with each other. So
yeah, bitch, they were catfishing you. At that point, they were catfishing you. What the hell do you think she was gonna say to you? So I gotta skip ahead because she's, like I said, the bulk of this live stream is really her just justifying that she got catfished, right? And so it justifies her behaviors. You deserved it. You deserved everything you got, girl. I'm skipping way ahead here.
Hold on a second.
I'm more interested in the Alexis participation because you know this bitch. She says the same thing all the time. Boo hoo, I'm a victim, and then she rephrases it 67 times to say the same thing. So you know we can skip ahead an hour. It is sped up, Jan. For the love of dog is a fantastic username. For the love of dog, and then with the wall as your photo, dog, I see you. It must be easy to manipulate an arc like that. Just build her up and play. You know, honestly, I've said many times I could catfish this bitch in a heartbeat. I'd know exactly how to do it. I wouldn't want to waste my time. Like, to what end? Why would you bother? Like, I'm not into let's humiliate somebody. That's great fun. I'm gonna make money off that and monetize it. I'm not into it. I'm covering this now because everybody's out and open. This isn't speculation anymore. We're discussing actual events that happened. We're not making up details of a story that is so far from the truth.
Wait, hold on.
Erica thinks Alexis is a predator.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Alexis? Okay, let's be so for real. Alexis is on my FaceTime right now. Emotional support animal. What are you talking about? Just text me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Okay, I'm literally so confused. Okay.
I'm literally so confused. So yeah, I'm already bored of this Amber video.
Like, it's not adding up for me. Like, if you didn't want to talk to me anymore, if like, especially like after we broke up, you saying, I will always love you, you know that. And then like continuing a friendship with me and like continuing a
yeah, she called her, you're my emotional support animal. And then later on, I think, I don't know, somebody, I get confused now. Later on, somebody refers to Alexis as Amber's lapdog. And she goes ape shit about that. Ape shit about that. It's like, but Amber just called you a dog, basically, too. Whatever.
correspondence with me and like planning on calling me. Like, if you didn't want me to talk to you anymore, like the breakup happened, the hard part was done. You could have just kept going. You could have been like, we can't be friends. You could have blocked me. You could have done anything. But it's like you sitting here saying how you needed your wife, like you saying that you needed your wife to interfere so you and I could stop talking. Listen to yourself for 2 seconds. That's either A lie, because like you're really trying to save your marriage, Or B, it's like, were you that hung up on me that like you literally couldn't just be like, AMBERLYNN, we can't do the friendship thing? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I love it when people say, you know, a relationship doesn't work out romantically, and they, hey, Kate has cats. Another great, you've got all the best usernames in here tonight. Thank you for your generous super chat. Kate says, not discounting anyone's real experiences, but how emotionally mature do you have to be to get manipulated by this 500-pound waddle box? My cats have more foresight and yeah, well, yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it. They're all idiots. We're not defending anybody here, but I believe it happens. I believe it happens, but I completely agree with you. But narc's gonna narc. I don't know if you've ever been completely manipulated by a narc, but you know, like my mom in her heyday of narkiness would like threaten suicide. So, you know, they'll pull every trick out of the box to manipulate you, you know, and maybe it was pity. Could have been a lot of pity. You don't know. You know, but I agree with you. You have to be an idiot to fall for it. Hey, the sheriff, thank you for your very, very first super chat.
Like, still to this day, like, I don't understand it. So it was Sunday. I don't know. I don't remember what day, but it was sometime in June 22nd or something. Brittany called me and she was,
I don't want to be rude, but I might not read out all the chats. I'll put them all up on the screen, but I want to try and get through some of this. I parasocially love each and every one of you, and I appreciate all of your chats. I don't want anybody to go unnoticed, but I kind of want to get through some of this. So thank you, Willa.
super sweet, saying how her and I are both a victim of this, both a victim of Erica, how I'm not the first person that Erica has done this with. I won't be the last. She even said that in the second phone call. By the way, I saw that the second phone call was recorded without my knowledge and posted online. It is what it is. But I also,
the sheriff, I had a friend who that was their last name, and that made me think of them. I don't think Brittany is as upset about Erica emotionally cheating than she comes across. As some other people said, the phone call with Jordy had some really weird vibes. I think she's excited it blew up. Oh, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're
also
wrong.
saw that it was edited.
They've created a channel for themselves.
So it's not all fully there. I don't remember exactly what was edited out because
Thanks, Willow.
I was actually watching fireworks with my mom during that phone call. So that was awkward. But I stood there on the bridge with my mom watching fireworks on that phone call because I told Brittany, if you ever have any more questions or you need to talk to me about the situation, I will be here. I felt bad. I felt horrible. There were multiple times where I would even write in my journal in private that I feel like such a fucking shitty person for doing this. Like, I thought about Brittany countless times.
That notification thing never stops beeping. That sucker doesn't stop beeping. Alexis is losing her shit off the camera, desperate to get on this stream. I can just feel it. She's desperate to be part of the story more. Oh, is the ankle streaming? Listen, I know pretty much all of the alerts are big ankle fans, so shout out to the ankle. Listen, I know I can't compete with any of the boys, but thank you for dropping by, all of you.
Hold on a second.
Like, what are you doing? I know when we were streaming this in the Discord, Connor was leaning heavily on the fart sound for this whole segment where this is just classic Amber live stream behavior. And then she goes to the bathroom and points the camera at the ceiling for a while. So we'll just skip over that.
Therefore, let me do the math. So about a month, I knew about the wife.
I'd like to welcome everybody that's coming here from the ankle stream. And I also want to say, are you nuts? Don't you have Amber fatigue by now? I love that you're here. I love you lunatics.
like them being in like a marriage for maybe less than 2 months. And I know I fucked up. I know I did. I just firmly believe that Erica was like in this unhappy, like horrible marriage. Like that's just like the stuff that she felt.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Amber, do you know how many men have told women throughout the course of history, you know, my wife just doesn't understand me? Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid are you? Thank you, Ingeborg, for your super chat. We'll try not to listen.
Fed me. So the stuff that I believed, you know, to be true.
You're all a little
okay,
crazy.
I'm gonna read super chats. Here's some money for you to get help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. When I learned she was married, it should have been over immediately. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. But my brain just like wouldn't allow it.
My BPD? Is it your BPD?
Depending on where Erica was located, it's illegal to record a phone call without both parties' consent. I can help.
I can help. You don't even know where she lives.
If it's like illegal or legal. I don't care that the call was recorded. I don't care if she posts my freaking titty pictures and my videos and my photos.
Yeah,
I literally don't.
We forgot to discuss that. Yeah, apparently there's some pictures. And there's some video. Yeah, there's pictures and video. I don't want to see any of them. And yeah, revenge porn is illegal. So if those things get reposted, she could have a case. Now, honestly, if they got handed around by person to person and posted anonymously, weirdly in Kiwi Farms, etc., I don't know if she'd be able to. She could prove her case, but I don't know if they'd have to actually find who it was. They might be able to get it taken down, but by then it will have spread. And like, I mean, I know it's illegal, but I would imagine it's got to be a real hard case to get any resolution from a revenge porn case. Plus, can you imagine Amber going through all that effort with a lawyer, etc., etc.? I don't think she's got it in her. But honestly, please don't post that. Nobody needs to see that. You shouldn't have even been asking for that. I know, look at this. Is that the smuggiest of smug face? Also, have we noticed if she's let us see what's in that ear yet?
I just don't, because I know who I am. I know who I was.
Thank you, Pineapple.
Erica. I know that I was.
Listen, I like pineapple. Where's my pineapple? Pineapple K. Thank you for the sub chat. Says I hope she gets the help and medication she needs. Yeah, me too. I need a little medication to get through
genuine
this.
With her. I gave a lot of my time to her. I regrettably told her a lot about my past. I told her a lot about just me as a person, about past relationships.
Nobody cares, Amber. That's what you do with people you meet and you want to get intimate with. You share personal details about your life. Hello. That's how human beings do human being.
Like,
I'm bored of her now. I'm scrubbing through because honestly, she doesn't tell us anything. There's nothing interesting that she says here. Just that she's a victim for being catfished and that Valentine is lying about, because Valentine really loved her. At one point, because I'm skipping through, I might be missing some good stuff. I might do a narc alert on this video. I think this video has enough content to do a narc alert on. She says stuff like, she was so madly in love with me, she couldn't get enough of me. Like, it's really a lot.
I would share small bits about Valentine and people would just be like, that's fake, that's not real. Like, it very much like was and is. Like, I don't know. Would I ever date Alexis?
Stop it right now.
Stop it right now. That's taco.
You don't fucking say that.
Why is that Akko Taco? And hello, you're 33. Why are you saying Akko Taco? Like if somebody made a joke about me dating one of my friends, it wouldn't be awkward because it doesn't live within the realm of possibility. It's just silly fun. That's cringy. I think that Alexis really wants some of that. I don't know. I don't know. They're just weird together. I don't know.
We probably don't have to address that one.
So I just want to say one thing about Tommy, and this is where it.
So there was a question somewhere there about Tommy. And immediately Alexis, who's now part of the stream, jumps in and says, we don't have to who the fuck are you in this? We don't have to address that. And then Amber rephrases it. Okay, the only thing I'm going to say about Tommy. Lucy says, Merc, my friends joked I was married to my best friend. We dating now. Well, yeah. I'm not saying it can't live within the realm of possibility, but I'm saying if they're trying to portray themselves as that's so stupid it would never happen, but then saying it's awkward. Well, it wouldn't be awkward if it didn't live within, if one of them wasn't at least interested. Do you know what I mean?
Literally ends because you guys have like, when I say you guys, obviously I don't mean everybody, but like I hate YouTube right now. I hate YouTube right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
I was fully in love with this person. Like, I haven't been happier. But the timeline that y'all have made up is not real. Tommy first messaged me on June 18th.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I can't, this shit I don't really care about. Heather, I know. You know what that square is? It's so dumb. It means it stops my camera from auto focusing, so it's not going zip 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 zip. I think if I put it on early enough, it goes away, but I don't know. Just deal with the little X. It's just a little guy.
Me and Erica broke up 3 days before that. So that's that. And that is all I will say. Alexis, I'm super glad that AMBERLYNN has.
So Tommy's first message was June 18th, and Valentine and her broke up 3 days earlier. Oh, you mean on the YouTube? Oh, you mean I can close the Amber video? You're funny. You're funny. We're going to hit that X real soon.
Has such a good friend like you.
Oh, you guys are a riot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheaters choose to cheat. Homewreckers can't do it alone. This girl was sending gifts and texting from her marital bed. Yeah. Yeah.
Marital bed is a crazy statement.
And might I also add, a lot of people were saying that Erica only...
Why is marital bed a crazy statement? It's a little old-fashioned, but it's not an uncommon statement, is it?
Sent me the Lego because I sent her beats. No.
Erica says Amber
sent me the Lego.
I don't care about this. Erica says Amber and Alexis are so in love. It kind of sounds like it, eh? Like the way they giggle like crazy at each other, stupid jokes, and they act like two girls who are kind of crushing on each other. It's weird.
Okay, so she sent me Lego. This is for Valentine's Day. She sent me a Lego, a box of assorted chocolates, and a gold plated like rose. Like it was actually really sweet. And she sent me those things on...
Why didn't she show us the gold plated rose? I mean, she showed us other stuff. Villainous Fox. I love that. I love that you know the reference. Says this Tatiana, thank you. Is just I can't do it. I can't do it justice. Tatiana is a Rue girl. A fantastic Rue girl. And that's what Amber's trying to do. She stopped watching Drag Race when she moved away from Eric and Ricky. And by the way, can I just second Zachary Michael on Eric and Ricky were the friends that visited her? Hey, Eric and Ricky. I'll join Zach with that.
And I don't know, it was a few days before Valentine's Day. I didn't send her beats until March 21st. So it was 5 or 6 weeks after she sent me those things. I never sent her a damn thing. But she sent me that. And
you don't send girls gifts because you're the dainty princess. You're the feminine beauty in the relationship that they're supposed to kowtow to and and shower with gifts and lavish with attention at all times. Remember the Valentine's stream? You're supposed to treat your girl on Valentine's Day. So, of course, you didn't send her anything. That's not surprising.
She also sent me like other random cute little things. She sent me the moon thing. She sent me this like cute little Pikachu crocheting thing. Like she was very much like girlfriendy with me. Like we had an emotional relationship. We had a sexual relationship. Like we had all of it. And
Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Sarah says, it's missed you, Merc. This has been a shit show. You're telling me, girl. I'm telling you, I've got Amberlynn Reid fatigue. We got what we, be careful what you wish for. We're bitching and complaining about how boring the Amberverse was. The other thing I got to say is I'm really amazed at, when she says she's got a lot going along behind the scenes. Apparently she really does. Who the fuck would have known all of this was going on? Are you kidding me?
I sent her one thing, and it was Beats headphones. And the only reason why I did that is because she would go to the gym every single day. It was something she was super dedicated to. And she would constantly say how, like, my headphones aren't that great.
Snarky!
Blah, 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 blah.
Snarky! Are you home? Sorry, we have to interrupt Amber for this very important announcement. Mr. Snork, are you home safe now? Are you at the airport? I need to know before we continue. Snork left here on a plane. Leaving on a Snork plane. Don't know when Snorks be back again. Snorky, Snorkala. You're home. Oh, are the babies happy to see you? Sorry, you guys. This is like Amber texting during a live stream, isn't it? Except you guys get to be part of it. And Mr. Snork. I didn't have time to track your flight. I was busy and Richard was here. We're on the Life 360. I have all my mods now on Life 360. Jan, you'll be getting yours in the mail shortly.
So they're like $90. I bought her these $90 like little earbuds, Beats. I did that because she needed them. I never sent her money. I never sent her anything. And Erica even wanted to buy me another Lego. Like the minute I told her that Lego was coming out with a Twilight Lego, she was like, let me get it for you. And I was like, I'm not sure when it's coming out.
Marigold, what in the name of God are you saying that sexting isn't mean you're engaged? You're weird. I think that means you're getting married soon. Pretty sure. If you're sexting and you get a Lego, I think that's pretty much an engagement.
It's not out yet. She was very much like that way with me. So it had nothing to do with me because like I didn't really give her anything. Does that make me bad? I don't know.
Oh, makes you a selfish cunt, but we knew that.
Everyone acts like they're perfect in the chat. Why aren't we blaming the girl who lied and did all of this? Amber's not always the villain. It's not insane to want someone to love you. Shaking my head.
Both can exist. You're both villains. So just stop playing the victim.
I don't know if you guys hear this, but yeah, I I know where I did wrong in this storyline 100%, and I take full accountability. Yeah. Darn, have already sent 2 super chats, but some reason you don't seem to get them. Oh, I hope all will come good with you. Thank you so much. And no, I did not see them. I guess I'm not seeing all of them. I'm so sorry. And I do appreciate.
Yeah, no, we don't care. Shut up. Let's go ahead.
She frustrates me. And since Erica was like my partner, obviously that was someone who I confided in. So yeah, I probably did say a couple things about Alexis or a situation that happened, et cetera, but I never once said like bad things about Alexis. I'm not that person. But I do think it is very
you are that person, girl.
Odd to me that like in the same couple sentences, like Erica.
How many people think that Amberlynn is the kind of friend that as soon as you leave the door, she's going to turn around and talk about you to whoever's nearest? I firmly believe that. 100% in my heart and soul, I believe that as soon as you're out of earshot, she's talking shit about you to whoever will listen. That's exactly the kind of friend she is. Right? I'm going to guess if I said, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me, we might get a whole bunch of 1s. Making it rain.
Can be like, yeah, Amberlynn just thinks Alexis is just like the greatest thing ever. Like,
Jam.
Okay.
I am.
Jam Jameson. What in the hell is Mama Lynn thinking right now? Where is Mama Lynn? Is she alone in the corner crying at the bingo hall? Is she taking Granny out to the Cheesecake Factory by herself now? Where is Mama Lynn? First of all, how did Mama Lynn react when she decided to quit the semaglutide? Because Mama Lynn was the one that was giving her the shots. So she couldn't hide it from her. She had to tell her she was quitting. How do you think her mother reacted to that? You know what's funny? Have we even seen much of Mama Lynn since this shit started? Have we seen Mama Lynn since the fireworks? Interesting. I'm fascinated.
Is it that, or did I talk shit? Because it's just not adding up for me. So, you know.
She talked shit about her mother to Erica. Should we just... How about fuck this bitch? Let's go watch the other video. Yeah? I think I have it queued up to pretty much the beginning of the conversation. Took him a while to get to before she called in. And then I think they had some sound difficulties. But, yeah, I can't with her anymore. I'm so fucking bored of her. I'm sorry, my language is terrible, but I'm just exhausted. I've had a busy weekend. Snork kept me so busy. And then Richard kept me busy too. And we walked like almost 17,000 steps yesterday, and it was like 40 Celsius. So we're not going to watch any more of Amber. We're going to pop over and watch Jordy's live stream. Fly girl, thank you. I was a little confused. I was like, are you a hater? Fly girl said, holy cow, I'm here for a lice. And I was like, oh, does she hate me? I don't have bugs. She meant live. Amber made $800 in super chats. Pick it up, folks. No, I'm kidding. I'm seriously kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna... We don't have to read the chat. Maybe you guys can't really read it anyway, so let's just make this full screen. And like I said, we'll pick it up from when she enters.
Yeah, from what she told me, yeah, that's the same story.
Oh, okay. So she had a job. She was...
Okay, we'll start.
Well, oh boy, hold on. I kind of scrambled right
Don't want your money.
down, so I'll just start from the back page. Apparently, Jade was verbally abusive to her. Hold on, I'm going to list.
Dinner with friends. I'm going to put this up and toot our horn in here because this community gets their ass kicked sometimes, and it's really always pretty much undeserved. Dinner with Friends, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Dinner with Friends says, this is my first time in one of your streams. The vibes here are immaculate. You're so kind, and the way you care for people is really sick in a good way. Thank you. I love my community because they're really good to me, and I try and pay that back because, you know, karma's a thing. I'm so happy you're here, Dinner with Friends, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. We need more cool people here. Livertit, thank you for the super chat. Livertit says, here, now stop your damn whining. Take your $2 and shut up. I'm done. Listen, I'm going to the Amazon next week. It's going to cost me some money. I'm kidding. I'm already paid. I'm going to the Amazon next week. Paige, did you hear that?
Jade had like pushed her to the floor and then flipped on her because she landed on Jade's clothes basket, and then she claims that she had to pull a knife out of Jade's hand. She choked Jade, she slapped Jade, she tore up Jade's work desk.
Okay. So in terms of like anything,
that's interesting, eh? See, I love to react to this, but I gotta say, we gotta remember, Snork, I'm not even putting that on the screen. You're a monster. Mr. Snork has been a member for 18 months, says breaking news, Rio is a certified chonk. You should... I don't know why you're being so mean. He didn't even bite you. He could have. I had to talk to him after you'd go to sleep. I said, please don't do it. It'll be really embarrassing.
Physical related. Let's.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I believe this. I believe that Amber gets physical with people. We've seen, she has a history of it with Destiny's mom and the fights and the stuff like that. So it wouldn't surprise me that she was physical. I can't imagine Amber choking somebody. She's short. Us shorties, choking isn't usually our go-to move. Like, if you're 5 foot tall and 500 pounds, you're like a weeble wobble. You can't be choking somebody that's a lot taller than you because you don't have any center of gravity. You just push her, she's going to fall down. And unlike a weeble wobble, she's not going to get back up probably. So I don't know about that detail, but I believe a lot of this. I like I don't like, but I believe the desks because it was too specific. She tore up Jade's work desk. That's very specific. I believe that happened. And I believe that Amber would do that. But we don't really know because this is a game of telephone for sure because we're listening to Jordy disseminate Erica's version of what happened between Jade and Amber. So there's a lot of, we can't say for sure that this is real. Jess? Did I miss Jess? Oh, Jess, I'm sorry I missed you. Jess, you don't have to do that. Thank you. I can't find it now to put it up here. Hang on. Let me scroll back. Jess said, get your bag, baby. Here. Thank you, Jess. Hey, Jess, are you watching on the laptop? Jess got a new laptop today. Are you watching on your new laptop? It's Merc, Dinner with Friends. Merc, like Mercury. We just shorten it.
Let's try to leave that vague. Let's try to.
Exactly, Willow. All of these people are unreliable narrators. What an amazingly succinct way to say what I just stumbled over for 10 minutes. Thank you for the spontaneous English translation.
Things along the lines of like they just got physical.
I don't know how to. I don't do this, so I don't know.
I understand. I understand. I'm just trying to like navigate it on the fly right here.
Dinner with Friends, please do not listen to my moderators. They're monsters, and they will only constantly mock me, so whatever they tell you how to pronounce my name is absolutely probably a lie. I used to be able to say only Ella, but even she's a little shady lately.
So you're completely fine. You're completely fine. So AMBERLYNN has also kind of disclosed to us that when she was in a relationship with Jade, they had very high highs and very low lows. So when she said something along the lines of them having very low lows, it kind of made my mind go to, were there some incidents? Were there predicaments?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Jade would give her like silent treatments and, laugh at her while she was crying and things like that. But they did get physical with each other.
Fleen was mean? Oh my god, you guys, Fleen was mean. Dinner with Friends, listen to Heather Campbell. She's a lovely woman. She won't steer you wrong like the rest of those ridiculous moderators. They're just bitter because they don't get paid. Except for Jan on the Lam. Jan on the Lam, straight as an arrow. You'll never find her. She's on the Lam. Even I don't know where she is. We just communicate through sat phone.
So would you say that is the point that they that's why they kind of broke up and why it wasn't able to continue?
Well, I think what was told to me was Jade said AMBERLYNN said she couldn't do this anymore, and Jade looked at her and said, I can't do this anymore. So I guess that's where the mutual breakup had happened.
I don't understand that. AMBERLYNN looked at her and said, I can't do this anymore. You guys are too funny. Fly Girl, thank you for the super chat. Fly Girl says, it's not lice? This sure chat. Fly Girl, you should be in the Discord. You type like me. Oh my God. Fly Girl, you should have owned it. I thought you were being funny and doing it on purpose, right? Fly Girl, you were doing that on purpose, right? That was just, you're clever. That wasn't a mistake.
And then
Never let them see you sweat.
I guess that's when she started talking to that other girl. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name. Kind of.
Okay. So yeah, I remember the summer fling of last summer. Yeah.
Look over
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Look, I'm not vaping.
Was did Jade
Poor.
have
You look poor.
problems with maybe some types of things that she
Sewer
consumed?
chat.
Oh boy. Am I gonna get
Sewer chat. That's AMBERLYNN's live chat. That's not here. My alerts aren't like that.
in trouble for saying the words on here?
Well, just keep it vague. Yes, no. So
Yeah.
there were
Yes.
so there were things that were consumed that may have altered the decision-making process of Jade.
Yeah, AmberLynn didn't do any of that stuff though. It was
What?
Jade.
What substance? I'm very curious. What substance these people are accusing Jade of taking? Because it's not weed. Because we know Amber smokes weed or has. Ethan, leave me alone. Listen, I'll do it like this if you want. Now I'm back. Now Rio's big. Now Rio's gone. Now Rio's back.
From
Okay.
what I was told.
Do you know if was AmberLynn supporting Jade? Was Jade contributing to the bills? Because AmberLynn made it seem like they were a 50-50 kind of relationship. But
Yeah, from what she told me, yeah, that's the same story.
oh, okay. So she had a job.
Yeah, that tracks.
She was living there. Do you know anything about the car? Whose car?
That
car?
was Jade's.
Jade's car.
Oh, okay. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
But,
do you have anything to say regarding Becky or Destiny? I mean, things that people might be interested to
Not
know.
interested in.
Well, just okay. So we're done with the Jade subject. Right?
Why, do you have
I
more to
don't know
say?
if there's anything. I'm a little bit worried about potentially saying something that might go along the lines of.
Ella, I agree. Ella says, I don't know why Erica, who's never met Amber, is talking about fleeing. And I don't know why now he would even ask her about Becky and Destiny. Like, all she's gonna... Like, this is the stuff I like the facts. I don't like all this gossipy third person...
Strike.
Of violence.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
won't
don't.
say that was probably the worst of it. It was the worst of it.
Okay. I mean,
So-
was there anything else that stuck out to you about Jade that may have?
Jade was the one that drove her to Oklahoma.
Yeah, we
and
know.
Helped her get settled, and
there was a video.
apparently they got into a fight over the internet, and Jade just like stormed out and left her. That's the last I know of them.
Okay.
That's
Cassidy, thank you for the super chat. I don't know how to pronounce that. Katie? Remember when Amber ate a crumb of meth? Amber's done meth. She's very streetwise.
it's like where things were cut ties, and she said she continued to text Jade, stating that she missed her afterwards, and Jade didn't really respond.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, that all tracks. Even Amber said even though she was told to no contact, she was trying to text Jade. That tracks with exactly what Amber told us at the time. Quite frankly, Jade is the one I'd love to hear from. These people are irrelevant internet things. Jade lived with her. for a year in 2 locations, right? No, just the one. That's who I'd like to hear from is Jade. I don't think we ever will, but man, that would be interesting, right?
I think that that's all we're gonna address here as far as past relationship goes. I mean, I don't think that Becky really wants to be involved
Katie,
with
good,
all of
thank
this.
you.
I mean, I was gonna, ask about Becky and stuff like that, but
Don't, Jordy.
I think maybe it's best if we move on.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, we can.
yeah, AMBERLYNN says that there were many cheating incidents prior to this, and that you are a serial cheater, and this has been going on many
Okay, you know what?
times, and that
That's irrelevant to me. That I care about these people as far as their interactions with AMBERLYNN Reid. That is where my interest in see, I kind of look at the damn paper every time because I'm so don't care about these people so much I can't even remember their names. My interest in Erica and Brittany ends there. I don't care about the problems in their relationship and if one of them cheats on the other because I don't care who they are. Even Amber didn't meet them in person. I don't need to invest this much of my time, and I'm going to tell you, as some of you know, and most of you have figured out, all of this, which is extended from AMBERLYNN dropping Erica's first name, if AMBERLYNN didn't say Erica, none of this would be happening. None of it. And AMBERLYNN knows that, and AMBERLYNN did that because AMBERLYNN needs to distract from Tommy, the real issue. This is just parsley garnish on the side of the plate. You know, it's interesting to look at. It makes the whole picture more interesting, but ultimately you're throwing it in the garbage because it's not really the meat you want. This is a distraction. I don't care about these people and their lives and their problems and what they think and what sex they're interested in and their relationship. I don't care about any of that's not important to me. Tony and Cody Vids, thank you for the super chat. Much love and respect, beautiful host. Much love and respect back, Tony and Cody. Thank you for being here. We want to know about Tommy. That's the dirt we want to know. Tommy is a confirmed, absolutely confirmed, 100% confirmed feeder. There's no getting around that. We know that. What I want to know, because, Snork knows I give the benefit of the doubt too often. And in my heart of hearts, in my head, the way it played out was Tommy and Amber. Amber said to Tommy, I'm really big, and Tommy said, you know what? My ex was even bigger than you. Showed her pictures, told her about the fact that she's dying, all that stuff. And maybe didn't mention the feederism. Maybe she just played it up like that's her kink. She likes big girls. And maybe she was thinking, I can work her into this. If I love bomb her enough, which, as you know, that's exactly what we think happened. We think that Tommy love bombed her. I think she was trying to suck her in to get her into feederism. Now, I could be completely wrong. Because I tend to give the benefit of the doubt too much. But that's what I think happened. Now, there's been some speculation that Tommy is still there. Now, a lot of this speculation is based on the fact that at one point, Amber went, my ex-girlfriend. Now, can I tell you something? Snork was here this weekend, and we were talking. Is Snork sitting there right now? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm gesturing to a place where they were. People do that. It doesn't mean she's sitting there. Feral Girl, thank you for the super chat. Feral Girl says, how was Jordy so excited when it was so dry? I don't know, it was really dry, right? Honeybee says, I don't get how Amber is so in love with Tommy, but had just broke up with Erica. Is she that desperate? I don't know what the hell. We don't know, because she's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. Snork is there. Snork is here. Snork was here. Oh, Richard was here. Richard just left. Oh, Richard just left. He's not sitting there. I just don't think you can base anything on a hand gesture like that. I don't think Tommy's still there. But you know what? I'm starting to think, I wonder, are they still together? I wouldn't be surprised if they are. I'm not convinced they are, but that wouldn't surprise me if they just decided to lay low a little bit, distract everybody with this shit. I don't know.
Brittany has also cheated on you and that your marriage is, quote, a mess.
Like, I don't care about their
Um,
marriage.
No.
We went back and watched some of AMBERLYNN's old videos, and we were watching her receive the Lego. We were watching her receive the moon photo and everything. Was Brittany not watching those videos during that time? Because our kind of question was, well, if Brittany was watching these videos and she was witnessing AMBERLYNN receive all these gifts, wouldn't she have known that you guys were talking?
No, we didn't watch her for that whole ordeal. Ever since I started messaging her, like she stopped watching her videos, and
This doesn't make sense to me at all. This makes no sense. The sheriff, this is a really good point. Sheriff says, I want to, excuse me, please. I want to know why Tommy was okay with Amber putting her on display as if Hater Nation wasn't going to find out immediately. I don't know. Delusional, maybe? Delusional?
semi stopped watching her videos.
Okay, yeah, I have to go remind myself what I was talking about. This doesn't track, right? You decide to catfish somebody as a couple, and then as soon as one of the partners is into it, you just stop watching AMBERLYNN REID? Like, people stop watching AMBERLYNN REID because she gets too boring. But if you're in the middle of catfishing her, I would imagine you would want to be watching her more because you'd want to hear if she says anything or, anything comes up. Or this doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
I'd watch one, every once in a while I would, because she'd tell me, hey, I posted a video, and I would watch it,
There was a post that Brittany made back in April on some Facebook group talking about Amber. I believe that Brittany's called her the size of a planet or something.
It was this planet-sized person, I believe is the term. Planet-sized person.
So I don't know.
So they're in the Facebook hater groups and all that. They've been messaging reaction channels ad nauseum for months, but yet they weren't watching her. Bullshit.
Kind of seemed like she was watching the videos,
Bullshit.
but you guys kind of just checked out from watching AMBERLYNN.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I don't buy that.
Yeah, that was years ago, though.
Years ago.
Oh, the Facebook post.
Yeah, that was what, 2 years ago?
That was when
I don't care when the Facebook post is. If you were actively catfishing AMBERLYNN REID as a couple, you would be watching her videos because part of the fun is to see how hooked she gets and what she says and all that. Why else are you catfishing her?
Hater Nation. I'm
Yeah.
still a part of Hater Nation.
That was whenever she first got a part of Hater Nation, which she's still a part of,
Okay.
which, AMBERLYNN knew.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that screenshot pulled up right now, but I thought that was made like 3-4 months
It doesn't
ago,
make any
but
sense.
after the fall of last year or whatever, you guys just weren't really watching.
Bullshit.
So it was just it was just you watching AMBERLYNN and you talking to her behind the scenes, and Brittany was kind of checked out.
Bullshit. I don't believe that at all. For 1 second, I don't believe that. Not 1 second.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Something about Abby and Danielle. Were these people that AMBERLYNN was also?
She's lying about that because it's coming back. She's trying to say that her wife didn't know about the gifts that she sent Amber. And Jordy's saying, yeah, but if you're watching AMBERLYNN, you knew she got the vid. She made a big deal about getting the Lego from Valentine. How did you not know that? So they're saying, oh no, we just stopped. We just we weren't watching. I don't believe that. Banana Shaki, sending you all of the parasocial loves. Antri L is, oh, that's a hard name. What is it? Antri Lizillian. And can I just call you Andri? Andri says, I don't get how Brittany and Erica, why can't I do this? I don't get how Brittany and Erica can be shocked Pikachu face when they've been watching Amber for years and part of Hater Nation. What did they think would happen? Each and every ex got burned. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. These girls, these are sus and shady people.
talking to you? Was it also in conjunction to Emily? Was AMBERLYNN talking to like 5 different women at the same time?
I didn't know about Emily until all this crap came about, honestly. But Abby and Danielle, yeah.
Who's
Danielle was the
Abby?
married one, and Abby was the young one that, you know, was a
Huh.
jerk to AMBERLYNN.
Polly, Emily is. Hang on, I've got notes. Who's Emily? Emily's Tommy. Tommy is Emily. Why we can't just keep calling her Tommy, I don't know, because it's very confusing.
Oh, she was rude to AMBERLYNN.
Yeah, I mean, she did say mean stuff to her,
So
and
now here she's telling us the story of these 2 other girls that AMBERLYNN was also talking to, and she was defending AMBERLYNN because the one girl was very rude to her and all that stuff. And again, I don't care. This isn't about Amber.
Stopped talking to her. And that's when I stopped engaging in watching videos. I was still a part of Hater Nation, Hater Outpost, all of the things that I regularly followed because, I mean, this was nothing. I was unaware of the severity of what was going on. So
Okay, so she's trying to downplay that she didn't really realize how involved her partner was getting with Amber. And she's telling us here now that she was an active member of all the groups, Facebook and etc., but she stopped watching the videos. So she was an active member of Hater Nation without watching any videos, while her partner was still actively catfishing Amber, and she just chose to stop watching the videos. So of course she didn't know how involved. She didn't see about the Lego. She wasn't watching the videos.
I was actually kind of hurt by the whole
Harper.
thing.
I want to put this out here too, because Harper says Brittany's a therapist. I hope she gets fired. A lot of people are saying that. Apparently what Brittany is a drug and alcohol, falls under the realm of drug and alcohol counseling, and we don't know exactly her position. So it's not quite the same thing. All right. So, let's be careful. I mean, it's still not great, but it's not like she's a personal therapist. She's a drug and alcohol
Because
counselor.
like
Still not
I
great.
don't know. It just I didn't like it. So I was kind of hurt by it. So I stopped watching. I was no longer interested in being in that world. So that's when Erica kind of took it upon herself to go from there.
So you were hurt by the trolling, so you stopped watching, but still you knew your partner was still active in the trolling, but you didn't watch. You buying any of this?
Yeah. Would you
Not buying any of this.
what time of the would you guys say
Angelina.
that you personally, Brittany, not her, just you, would you like mentally check
give 'em-
out of this, like November
We'll give them some treats after we're done.
of last year?
I want to say that I knew of them speaking one time.
Heather says this video also has a little X in the corner. Trust me, I'm starting to lose my enthusiasm for this. They do talk for quite a bit longer, don't they? What do we got here? Oh my God, they talk for another 30 minutes. Well, we'll fly through and see what we're doing here.
And
So were
then
you largely were you in the dark here?
yeah, I was I would say 98% in the dark, because I thought when I told Erica, hey, just stop talking to her, because it's kind of taking up a lot of time and I'm not okay with it. From then on, I knew nothing.
Okay. So I mean, how did this kind of go out on Erica's end? Was she doing these kind of phone calls and taking these kind of pictures behind your back? Because AMBERLYNN also did say at one point that she had a routine work.
Oh yeah, every morning they were having phone sex, right? Thank you, Val.
Out with Erica that they would wait until you went to
Yeah,
work,
Jack, good point.
and then they would call each other, and that's kind of so. Was it just all kind of done behind your back?
Yeah, the whole thing completely was done behind my back. From the point that I told her to have no more contact, from then on, everything was done completely behind my back.
Okay.
So this make sense. You and your partner catfishing Amber together. You decide it's uncomfortable, it's oogie, it's making you uncomfortable, whatever. You tell your partner to stop doing it. And then you stop watching Amber's videos? You wouldn't check in? And apparently these women have a history, open relationship, history of cheating on each other, whatever, however you want to frame it. You wouldn't check in? I would. And I'm pretty trustworthy, but I'd probably check in.
So what was a little bit contradictory in her live stream earlier today is when we heard from Erica yesterday that she said,
Bye, Jan. Are you leaving?
You know, sometimes you just like to drive
Jan's
home
on the
from
lam.
work with music on or just to turn it off and everything.
Jan, thank you for sticking your head up from behind the bush and joining us for a little while. Please get running before they catch up.
AMBERLYNN kind of had a different take on that, and she kind of said that it was more so Erica was the one pushing for these phone calls, pushing to be on. So basically, what I got from yesterday was Erica was kind of the one saying AMBERLYNN was overwhelming with needing attention and everything, but AMBERLYNN's kind of alleging that Erica was the one that was always wanting attention and everything of the sort.
Okay, here's the other thing I find really amusing about all of this situation lately is everybody seems to agree that AMBERLYNN lies. Like if her lips are moving, she's lying. But then if she says something that actually fits your narrative, then all of a sudden that's the God's honest truth. AMBERLYNN said this girl was obsessed with her. Do you believe that? I don't. I don't believe most of what she says. Why would I choose to believe this? It's stupid. It's stupid.
So I've been married to Erica for going on 9 years now. And when we have always had, she would call me when she got off work. She'd let me know she's on her way home. And from then on, and this was an hour drive, when she did work far away, that she used that time between getting off work and getting home to decompress. And she done that by listening to music, taking quiet time in her car. That was like her.
Okay, this is where she talks about on the way home she'd like to just listen to music and chill. A lot of people do that. I get that after work. And AMBERLYNN was being very demanding and expecting that would be her time. You know, because she is the other woman. So as the other woman, she knows. Oh, also remember, they're all tracking each other on that app. You know, the app that I have Snork on now. So they all know. It's just these people
her
are just...
time, and I had respect for that. I never had any issues with that. But that was not abnormal. Erica's not really the type to be a real phone oriented, talk on the phone type person. She never has been. And that's going back 9 years. So
she's been talking on the phone a whole hell of a lot for the last 3 days. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, even when she got off work, it was okay. I'm on my way home. That's been the routine for many, many years. So that I just don't believe that.
Okay.
And to piggyback on that, so I do take medication. I take I guess it's antidepressant. I take Prozac, and you can't just stop taking that, or it causes withdrawals. You can't just stop taking it because it messes with your brain. And
Yeah.
I had a late doctor's appointment one time, and I didn't have my medication for like 3 days. Like I thought I was going to have to go to the ER or something just to get a dose of Prozac because my brain, I don't. You could look up the withdrawals of Prozac. Whoever wants to, you'll see. I experienced all that.
Okay, get to the point.
Me and her had gotten into an argument, and she said, "Withdrawals or not, I deserve a certain amount of attention every day." That is what she stated to me. And so that is
I can see Amber saying
she can
that.
say I'm lying all she wants to, because that was one of the things that really...
I can see Amber saying that. Because she would be, within your priorities. Within your priorities. Like she thinks she's supposed to be the number one all the time for everybody all the time.
Yeah, and
I'm skipping through, guys. I'm losing it. I'm getting that AMBERLYNN REID drama fatigue, which thankfully we haven't had in a couple of years.
There's just some other things that she told me about other people, and
like who?
So
But again,
do you still have
God, this is
text messages?
like at this point, this is all gossip. Does anybody in this situation ever drop a fucking receipt? What happened to receipts? Is there anybody that has a damn receipt that looks the least bit legitimate in this situation? Everybody's talking a lot of shit about everybody else and nobody's dropping a single fucking receipt.
Receipts, things of the sort with AMBERLYNN?
I do.
Did you, I mean, at any point, did you like erase messages?
Oh, she's got the
mean,
pictures.
So, I mean, are you interested in showing receipts if AMBERLYNN in the future claims things? I mean, do you kind of have this like, oh, I mean, you can say this, but here's the screenshot. Like,
Honestly, I did like think about that, and I did take it into consideration, but I'm not stooping to that level. Like, she can stoop to that level and embarrass herself, but I'm not stooping to that level. And that's not to respect her, but that's, just to like respect this whole situation. This whole situation.
Respect this whole situation. What a load of crap. What an absolute load of crap. There's no respect for anything in this situation. This is ridiculous. These people just love to hear the sounds of their own voice, don't they? Somebody was asking me about keto snacks. Geese sticks. Says Merc, what's your favorite keto snacks? Cheese and fruit. You know what? Popcorn. Popcorn's pretty cheap, pretty good. But, like, buy kernels and pop it yourself so you can control the salt and butter on it. Don't use microwave popcorn.
Would have never happened had she not said my name.
Little sidebar. I'm getting
She said
bored.
my name, and she promised she wouldn't. I don't know if anyone leaked you the phone call.
Okay, get off your moral fucking high horse. She promised us. Okay, we might have been catfishing her as a married couple, but she promised us she wouldn't say the name. Okay, bitch, you don't have a leg to stand on. AMBERLYNN could drop your name. You fucking catfished her. Turnabout is fair play. But one thing I was thinking about earlier too, is Amber doesn't have a leg to, AMBERLYNN has been espousing to us her moral fucking high horse about everything for years. Oh, she's such a good person and she would never do this and she'd never do that and she's such a good person. Merc is the worst fucking human that ever walked the face of the earth. She showed a public website on a live stream. Guess I don't look so bad now, right, Amber? Guess I don't look so... Was it what I did doxing, Amber? Do you still think what I did was doxing? What about what you just did? Was my showing that... Did my showing that website affect anybody's families? Like, come on, idiot. Idiot. You're so moral about everything. You're fucking dating a married woman. Knowingly involved with more than one woman at once, which is fine if everybody knows about it. But we don't even know if everybody knew about it. You're not moral. You have no morals to stand on. You're a hypocritical, shallow waste of skin human being. That's it at this point. And quite frankly, so are these two. I'm not championing Erica and Brittany.
That between AMBERLYNN and Brittany, but she even told Brittany, I respect y'all enough not to say your names. And apparently
You were fucking catfishing her and lying to her. Shut up.
whatever. So that's whenever things, became aware. I told her.
Yes,
the
regular.
truth.
That's part of it.
And she was upset about it, but she still continued. And the home wrecker thing. So I don't know if you know what Moe's is.
I don't.
Moe's. Okay, so there's Moe's.
What's
it's
that?
It's almost like Chipotle.
Oh,
Oh,
Moe's
and-
Southwestern Grill.
Yes. So
Okay.
I get the home wrecker burrito, and I always have for years. Always have. And I was on the phone with her while I was getting one,
Okay,
and she's
Jordy,
like,
it's not
"Oh,
Jordy, I love you. I love what you've been doing here. Well, the night before especially, but it's not that shocking. It's the name of the burrito that the restaurant calls it. She's been buying it for years. It doesn't mean anything.
speaking of homewrecker, you know, like made a joke about it. So she was clearly aware.
Oh my
And
gosh.
how would I pull a story like that out of my ass and make that up? Like, I think I just, you know.
Okay, that's dumb. I don't care about that. But this woman really likes to hear the sound of her voice. I'll tell you something. This is ridiculous. I'm so glad we're having a little break. Brittany and Erica, thank you for calling it Brittany and Erica's faults. They're all piles of shit. What are you talking about? Like, I don't care how much you don't like Amber. You know, they talk about cow tipping. Is that what they say? Cow tipping? You don't go into people's real lives and cause havoc. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. You know, Kiwi Farms, I don't blame them. I don't shame them. I think they're welcome to do whatever they do, and they do it exceptionally well. And quite frankly, even if we get all moral about it, we appreciate what they do. Most of us do, whether we want to admit it or not. That's a different realm over there. I think they exist on their own. But how we operate on YouTube generally, it's not like that. It's just not.
Give a fuck, apparently.
I can have her actually pay me for y'all's infidelity.
Yeah.
She'll be paying me out.
She would have to pay like some type of fine on infidelity or something of that matter. That's what I was trying to
What are they
explain.
talking about? Swampus says when it gets towards the end, she just rambles on about the same thing for almost 10 minutes. Well, I think we're almost at the end here. Because I think that's when the emoji disappears here. Oh, God, they're going for a little while here. Let's just go to the end.
It's just going to be a
Going
whole
to the end.
other situation. And I know, and I really hope that she does not do that. Really hope. And I'm not threatening her in any way. I just want this dropped. She needs to focus on her and Tommy. They need to be happy together. Whatever it is they got going on, I want to be left alone. I should have never been brought into this.
She definitely said that as if Tommy and Amber are still together. Do you think she knows something? I don't know if she does or not. I don't know what much I believe from this woman. Yeah, happy is a weird term. Like, if you cared, well, they probably don't care about her. Like, honestly, if you are a person in Amber's life and you care about her at all, you don't let her date Tommy. Even if Tommy seems like a real nice person. Now, here's another weird twisty argument I'm going to throw out there just to be contrarian. You know, like, for instance, some people might be really into their kink with one person, but the next relationship they're in, they don't necessarily participate in that kink with. Like, you know, some people might be really into S&M, but the next partner they feel emotions for isn't into it. So they don't necessarily have to participate in that kink with that new person. So I guess there is a very vague possibility that maybe Tommy doesn't want her to get into feederism, but that's stupid, and we all know that that's really what's going to happen. But I'm just throwing out that thought to be contrarian, because there's two sides to every pancake, no matter how thin, right? But this is a big pile of horse shit, all of this. I'm so over this shit. Seriously. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the speculation. I just, there's so much about it I dislike. I just don't like, it's just ugly. You know, when we used to have fun, I just want to have fun and laugh at Amber's stupid behaviors again. Not this. This is, well, I will say I've been live for a couple hours and nobody's chat's not blowing up telling me something's happened. So I guess tonight there was some peace in the world. But like I said, this was all just a distraction. And quite frankly, it was a very successful one for a couple of days. Because nobody was talking about Tommy anymore. But guess what? The tide is definitely turning. Because as you know, like I told you, I admit I watch Kiwi Farms. I read it. I lurk on the farms. And, you know, the tide is definitely turning. People don't give a shit about these people anymore. They want to know about Tommy. And then after all this, remember we talked about they made a channel, but they didn't put this on their channel because probably we're speculating that it's because they weren't monetized. So they did it on Jordy's channel. Well, they uploaded a post today somewhere that said, one of them, I don't know which one, I guess Brittany, I don't know, I don't care. One of them made a post that said, we will be uploading a video on this channel talking about how all of this has affected my life. And I thought, holy crap, is there something I care less about than that? I don't give a shit about how this affected your life. You chose to be a fucking catfish. And you got caught, and you got outed, and you got publicly shamed. What are we supposed... We don't care. None of us care. None of us care. Post your damn video. Get 300 views from it, or whatever. It's stupid. It's stupid. Amber seemed pretty chill during her stream. Yeah, because she's buoyed in confidence by having Alexis there. So she feels like she's very right. And she feels like the twist on the story about they're horrible, they catfished me, makes her look like a victim and good and pure and sweet and lovely. So yeah. Dorkula, I agree. I don't think Tommy is goney. I think Tommy's not in that apartment right now, but I don't think Tommy's out of the relationship. I have a funny feeling they're just laying low, but we'll never really know. Marigold, thank you very much for the super chat. Marigold says these two clowns thought they were really doing something and they've brought us some entertainment, but ultimately it's embarrassing for them. Of course it is. I don't know what they thought they were doing. Why are people so hungry for clout? It's so stupid. What is their channel name? It's called, somebody will know. Something T. Squid says, why can't I do this tonight? My theory is that Tommy told ALR she really wasn't into all the feeder stuff and only did it because she wanted to make her late partner happy because she knew Amber wouldn't go for an open feeder. Squid, that your hypothesis is very similar to mine. I think Tommy just said to her, oh no, I really love big girls. Look at my part. The one I was with now is way bigger than you, but she's going to die and she's given me permission. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just all weird and stupid. What's she going to do now? What's the next video is Amber going to upload now? Damn bingo? At this point, quite frankly, I might not hate a bingo video at this point. I've got AMBERLYNN fatigue. Whew! Well, that was a lot. I'm getting hungry, and my mods, half of them, it's like 6 in the morning for them. They got to get to bed. It's ridiculous. I think we're going to call it a night. I think we've covered enough of this shit for one night. Yeah? Can we say hallelujah? Yeah, let's call it. Back to true crime it is. Listen, I'm live again tomorrow as usual because I'm always live on Saturdays. If anything more happens, we will update. But I'm going to find something fun and stupid for us to look at tomorrow. We're going to get all caught up on the snorkeling and having Richard. How nice to have... now I've met 2 of my moderators in person, and I got to say, Snork and Paige, they're like sisters to me. Like, I'm so happy I've met these human beings. And Richard, who's just a channel member, I got to meet this week. And what a sweet, warm, lovely person Richard was. It was so nice to meet Richard. I love you guys. I've got an absolutely fucking amazing community. So tomorrow, we'll chit-chat a little bit like usual, and we'll cover something fun and funny. If there's anything new in the Amberverse, we'll look at that. But maybe we need a breather. Snork is a girl? Mr. Snork is a girl? They may be. They may not be. What's Richard's screen name? I don't remember what it is on YouTube, but Richard is Richard in our Discord. Thank you all for joining me tonight at this late night. Maybe we'll do this more often. It's been kind of fun Friday night after dinner, not hungry, no stress. I'll have to sort out my lighting, though, because the lighting is exceptionally harsh right now because the sun went down since we were live. So, that's better. Much better. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to have some ceviche. I had some before, and I still have some, so I'm going to have some more. I don't think I'll be streaming anything in the Discord. It's after 10 o'clock, and, I've had a hell of a couple of days. We'll be live tomorrow. Rio snacks, Heather said. Oh, my God, we need snacks for Rio. We need snacks for Rio before we go, I promised you. So let me make him big for you. Oops, I took him right off the stage. Let me make him. I can't find his snacks. Oh, now he's here anyway. Come here, Bobo. Just say goodbye. Come up here. Come on, Nabo. Come say goodbye. I can't find his snaps right now. Riri, come on up. Say goodbye. Come on. Mr. Snork's here. Your new best friend. He's a cat. He's not going to cooperate. I promise we'll have treats for him tomorrow. He's not going to starve. I absolutely promise you. Snack teas. Come on. He won't come up. What am I supposed to do? He's a cat. You think I have any control over this situation? I absolutely do not. I do not. I don't know where the snacks are. We'll do it tomorrow. It's late. I want to thank you all for joining me in the absent Rio. This ridiculous update on this ridiculous situation with all these assholes. I'm sorry. They're all horrible, ugly human beings. This community's gotten gross. Let's have some fun tomorrow. Can we please have some fun and a giggle? And we'll look at something that's equally stupid. You know, like old-fashioned stupid people that we can make fun of. You know, the way it used to be in the good old days. Have a great Friday night. Until I see you tomorrow again on another live stream. God, am I Jordy? I'm live streaming all the time now. Just kidding. Thank you all for joining me in Rio. Oh, there he is. Did you come to say goodbye? Are you going to say goodbye? Hey? The man. All right, there he was. He said goodbye. Now I'm going to say goodbye. Until I see you again tomorrow, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego.